Alright, here we have one last trig function that we're going to graph. This one is tangent. You may have seen tangent in class, you may not have. If you haven't, I wouldn't worry about this problem. So this is the work in the worksheet, it's problem number 9. If you do have tangent, probably if you're in honors, we've talked about tangent before. Okay, so amplitude and tangent is really not going to be affected, although there's a 6 here. For our purposes, our amplitude is going to be none, always for tangent. It's not going to affect it that much in our purposes of graphing. Okay, period for tangent is normally pi, so I'm going to set the stuff here with my theta with x equal to the normal period of tangent and solve it for x. So I'm going to times 3 over 2 times 3 over 2. So our new period is going to be 3 pi over 2. That's the new period length. Okay, phase shift would be if there was anything else here after the x or after the theta. There's none. Vertical shift is a positive 1. Alright, so here we're going to go. There's no phase shift, so I'm going to start labeling at 0. Now, I always want to show 2 cycles of tangent. So one cycle of tangent, or one period length of tangent, would be about halfway through. Right? So this is going to be the period. So 3 pi over 2 is going to be right in the middle. Because I always want to show 2 cycles of tangent. Okay? And one period is how long it takes to get through one cycle. So there we have 1. And I'm going to double this. Okay? Since my period changes, I'm no longer going to show 2 pi. This end is not going to be 2 pi because my period changed. So I'm going to double the period length, which would be 6 pi over 2. Also called 3 pi, right, if you simplify it. Okay? And the middle of that is going to be 3 pi over 4. I want half of this other interval. 3 pi over 4. This could be considered 6 pi over 4 and simplified. This could be 9 pi over 4. Lastly, could be 12 pi over 4, but it's simplified. Okay, so we've taken care of our period. There was no phase shift. Let's draw the regular tangent graph in first. Normally I start at 0, and then I'm going to have an asymptote here. 0, asymptote, 0. Okay, tangent is sine divided by cosine. So in your unit circle, you would take the values and take the sine one or the y value divided by the cosine one. So you'd see it's going to end up looking like this. So this red is without the vertical shift. Right, so that's typical tangent with my period change. So in the green, we'll do my vertical shift. So this is really the only time where amplitude or the y scale is going to come into play here. So I'm just going to move everything up once. So I move up my zeros right here. You still have the asymptotes in the same spot. And all we're doing is going up, down, up, down. So the green is going to be my final graph. It's going to be shifted up. Your intervals are going to be changed to show 2 cycles of tangent. Normally it ends at 0 and up, and then the down part that, and then it repeats itself. Right? 0 up, and the down part. Okay? So tangent, if you've seen tangent, this is the answer for the last problem in the worksheet. If you have not, don't totally worry about tangent too much.